All right, so it's a little stormy now, but we are back, and this time we are with Emily Cellar, who is an IT project manager with Home Advisor, which is actually a Sharewell customer. Do you use Sharewell?
I do. I use it for tickets.
Ah, nice. Love that. But anyways, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and your tech journey?
Yeah, so a few years ago, my career morphed when I went into IT. Previously, I was doing event project management, and I was actually producing some records. My husband and I had
Oh,
a
really?
little tiny record label, and we were
Oh,
getting
that's
young
so fun.
artists recorded and filing their stuff with the Library of Congress, and it was really fun. Then I went back to school, got my master's, and then got started in IT. And when I moved out here to Colorado, I took a position with the National MS Society that I totally love. Wonderful organization. When you work for a nonprofit, you do a little of everything.
All
So
hats.
I started to learn the infrastructure side of technology. So everything from hardware, learning about servers, infosec, networking, telephony, and I really just clicked with it. I really enjoyed it. Even though it was from a project management side of it, I wasn't always doing the technology work myself, but overseeing it and understanding all the steps and everything that goes into it. And then I got recruited by Home Advisor as their first project manager in technical
Oh my
operations.
gosh, that's
Yes.
exciting.
And
Gonna like pave the way.
yeah, now I oversee a team that supports Home Advisor and Angie's List of project managers, and we are growing quickly.
Great. And so when it comes to now being in the tech space, have you felt like any challenges being a woman in tech? Are there things that you want to see do better in the coming years? How has it been so far?
Yeah, I love being a woman in tech. I I give it right back to people when they tease or give a hard time, and I there are some oppressive situations that I have been in the past, and I'm not there anymore. So I think that companies that are not as supportive of women are just not going to be able to recruit and maintain top talent because they do that. The situation I'm in right now, I was probably one of the first two or three females on the team, and even in like a good chunk of the floor that we sat on in Golden before we moved over to our gorgeous office in Rhino.
Super cute.
Yes. And so because I was early in, I got grounded quickly. The guys on the team are just amazing, normal people. I don't feel like we separate anything, any sort of weird diversity or whatever. So I love being a woman in tech. I love getting my hands dirty and helping out with office moves and crawling under desks and plugging things in and racking gear in the server room and knowing what everything does. And I think that kind of sets me apart a little bit because I want to know the level of the work that my teams are doing. They're not just a line item on the project plan. And I think when you do those kinds of things, you gain respect from other subject matter experts. That you're not just the bossy one calling all the plays. You can really dig in and do the work with the team.
And what advice do you have for other women in tech?
Just do it.
I love that.
Be like Nike. Just do it. Just get in there. There's really no reason not to. Unfortunately, it's hard to kind of jump in though when you have a resume that doesn't have much tech on it, but you know that you have a bent towards it and that you want to do it. And that's why I think events like this are a great opportunity to network with other women. Even if you're not in technology, you should be coming to these kinds of things and finding out what kinds of jobs are out there, because I never knew that there was really a career path in infrastructure. And it's certainly not the glamorous world of website development or what people think of when they think of women in tech. There just aren't that many in this particular path of it. And when you come to things like this and I have the opportunity to speak later this afternoon for everybody. And so when you hear things like that, it kind of triggers new paths in your brain that you didn't know were open to you.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What's been your favorite part of the conference so far?
Favorite part? Wow. I've met some really great people. Just sitting at the table, we just had a lunch. I met Louise, who just won this incredible award because she is a high school guidance counselor. I don't know if you're interviewing her later, but she just won this award she's had, I think, think they said over 180 students that she has mentored and gotten into tech career paths, and they have their associates by the time they graduate high school. She's an incredible person. She was just sitting next to me and won this award, and suddenly I was crying, which is not too out of the ordinary. But it's just really, really cool. And the speakers are wonderful, and of course those are our favorite moments too, but to see people with boots on the ground that are making a difference in our landscape of our career path is really cool.
Oh, I love that. And touching on mentorship a bit, I hear that that's a pretty big area for you. Do you want to speak a little bit to how you view mentorship?
Yes. So I have a mentor. I mean, I have several mentors, but in knowing that, I know that I need to be a mentor too. And I have 2 teenagers, and you can't teach your own kids to swim or play the piano. Just put that out there.
I love that. That's a good quote.
So our company is part of an incredible program called Colorado CareerWise, and we have several apprentices through that program that are at Home Advisor. And last year, I got an intern apprentice. His name is Isaiah. He's awesome. We love this guy. He just finished his junior year of high school, and he'll be with us for 3 years. So last year he spent 3 days a week coming to Home Advisor. He would go to school in the morning, he'd get there at noon, and he would be with us until 5. And he's just learning about IT infrastructure. So he's really digging in, learning the business. He helped us with our office opening in Rhino. He helped rack and stack the gear in the server room.
That's amazing.
He rolled out our Zoom conference room systems, trained the entire company, led 6 or 8 different training sessions that people came to, and is really becoming our go-to guy. And most people don't even realize that he's still in high school. And after this program, well, again, he'll just increase the number of hours that he is at Home Advisor. After 3 years, he can go on to a 4-year school. He can work for us full-time, hopefully.
Wow, that's so powerful.
Or he can get a job anywhere because it's on-the-job experience that he has.
And to get that so young,
yeah, he'll
incredible.
have an edge over everybody. Yeah, so it's really fun to pour into a teenager's life, and he's such a hard worker. He's the right kid for it too.
Oh, I love that. And you have a daughter, right?
I do.
Does she want to go into tech?
No.
Totally fine. I never thought I'd be in tech either, so.
Neither did I. No.
And yet here we are.
I mean, I want to be a Disney princess. Look where we are now.
I think I still want to be a Disney princess.
Okay. You can pull it off.
And then last question, it's kind of a fun one. Where do you see technology going in the next 10 years?
Wow. Well, we had a great panel earlier today about AI. I really think that is the future of it. Obviously, there's a lot of data privacy concerns. People are really fearful about their information and having it out there. There's quite a crossroads there. If you want this technology to do these cool things and really know you and know you well and be able to almost be 2 steps ahead of you, you've got to allow it to have that information about you. But at the same time, we really want to be private and not share those kinds of things. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to happen with things like the California Consumer Privacy Act and how that is going to impact AI and all of that development.
Good stuff. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. This is Emily Cellar with Home Advisor. And any final words or pieces of advice?
Nope, nothing else.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.